Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this series we're going to be discussing the best, most compatible matches of the zodiac signs. Okay, so we're going to be finding the best matches, and in this video the best match is Taurus and Cancer. Okay, Taurus and Cancer, Taurus being the best match for Cancer and Cancer being the best match for Taurus. Okay, but before we get into that, if you enjoy my readings, you certainly could book a reading with me. All you have to do is email me at samastroreadings@gmail.com. That's samastroreadings@gmail.com. Okay, I do birth natal chart interpretations, okay, astrology readings, and I can also include tarot as well too. All you have to do is email me at the email projected in the screen, and we can certainly get forward with that. So getting back into the video, okay, the best, most compatible matches for the zodiac signs, and in this video it is Taurus and Cancer. Taurus being the best match for Cancer and Cancer being the best match for Taurus. And this is romantically, friendship, okay, everything combined, the best match, okay? And Taurus and Cancer are the best matches for each other. And the reason is for a system I came up with, okay, and that is that they are complementary elements within the same dimension, okay? So that's why Taurus and Cancer are the best match, okay? It's a system and a formula that I created. It works for every single one, okay? We've recently gone over Scorpio and Virgo, and Gemini and Aries. Now we're talking about Taurus and Cancer, and they're the best because of this formula, and it works. It is that they are complementary elements within the same dimension. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so the first part is the complementary elements. Okay, now in astrology we have four elements: fire, air, earth, and water. Okay, so all the zodiac signs are in there. Now there are certain elements that complement each other. All right, earth and water complement each other. Water nurtures earth, and earth keeps a strong foundation with water. They complement each other very well, okay? And then fire and air complement each other, okay? Air stimulates fire and fire stimulates air, okay? They both grow and rise and spread and expand with each other. So fire and air are complementary elements. Water and earth are complementary elements, okay? And that's the first thing Taurus and Cancer have in common. They're in complementary elements. Taurus is earth, Cancer is water. Now I know some people might be saying, okay, well, don't matches work with the same element? Yes, signs in the same element can also work as a match too. You have to remember, I'm looking for the best match. So that isn't to say that there aren't any other good options. They are, okay? Elements within the same, signs within the same elements do work as well too. However, it's not the best match, because when you're in the same element, what that opens up are blind spots, okay? So because you're in the same element operating with that same energy, there are a lot of blind spots that you don't see, things that you can get better at, things that can complement you better. You have to understand this is the best match. It's like a yin and yang energy. So it does have an element of opposites attract, and you kind of have to find your other piece. So the same elements are good. They still work. Okay, water with water signs, fire with fire signs. However, they're not the best match because you'll be missing something. There'll be blind spots because you're doing the same thing. And that other complementary element can teach you that other piece you're missing. Help expand you in ways that you can't because you're in the same element. And of course, opposite elements and elements that kind of square each other, you know, like earth and air, fire and water, that's not going to work. There just are definitely not going to be matches at all. So you definitely have to look for the complementary elements, okay? That's how you have that yin and yang energy. That's how one can nourish something else and the other thing can nourish another part and can create a full whole, okay? So that is the first part. So with Taurus and Cancer, Taurus is earth. Taurus has that stability, okay? And Cancer has that water energy, which is the emotions, the nurturing, okay? So Cancer can nurture Taurus, and Taurus can ground and stabilize Cancer. And they both need that, okay? So it's what one other needs. Earth signs need nurturing because they're so practical. They can be dry. They need that nurturing. And you see how when the water stimulates the earth, it creates plants, it creates vegetation, it creates creation in general, life, all right? And then with Earth, Earth is that stability. Taurus can be that stability for Cancer. Cancer is very nurturing, but it needs stability, and Taurus can give that. And through stability, Cancer can be nurtured, Cancer can grow, Cancer can move, because there is security. Okay, and water needs that foundation, that security, in order to be a body, to be in existence of this world. So they both help each other in that way because they're complementary elements, and that's how you find the best matches. However, that still leads Taurus also open to Pisces and Scorpio, because they're water signs too, complementary elements. And that also leaves Cancer open to Virgo and Capricorn, because they're earth signs, they're also complementary elements too. However, I did not name those signs because of the second part, which is, in order to be the best match, one, you have to be complementary elements, and then what eliminates those options is, two, you have to be in the same dimension, okay? The same dimension, okay? So Taurus and Cancer are not only complementary elements, but they're in the same dimension, which is the personal dimension. I'll go over it. So what do I mean by dimensions? So there's a system in astrology that divides the signs by certain dimensions. The first being the personal dimension. These deal with personal issues. This is the first four signs: Aries, Taurus, Cancer, and Gemini. So Cancer will be your personal feelings or personal emotions. Gemini will be your personal mind, your own mind. Taurus will be your personal belongings, your tangible things, your body. Okay? And Aries would be your personal spirit, your personality, your identity, the self. So that's the first dimension. The second dimension are the social signs, okay? This deals with the other person, okay? So Leo, Libra, Virgo, and Scorpio deal with the social dimension. They deal with other people, okay? So with Leo, Leo's a fire sign, but it is focused on the attention that it's getting from other people. This is why Leos like attention. They're the star sign. They're the sign that gets a lot of attention because they're focused on other people, their image, how they look in front of other people, their audience, okay? This is why they're very social, very big. They represent the star. Virgo, okay? Virgo is the judgmental sign, the sign that's correcting perfectionism. All of that is because they deal with the other people. It deals with criticism, judgment. People are looking at you, so you gotta make sure you're dressed well. People are seeing you, are judging you, so you gotta make sure you're presented well. Virgo is all about presenting yourself properly, making sure things are perfect because it will be presented. So you gotta make sure things are nice. That's why Virgo is critical. Virgo's about judgment because it deals with the social dimension, other people criticizing, other people looking, so you gotta get prepared. You're getting prepared for other people. Libra is the sign of relationships, the other person, literally the definition of this dimension. And then Scorpio deals with the other person on a deeper level. Scorpio deals with deep relationships, deals with other people's psychology, getting to other people's mind, power struggles. It deals with the other person. That's the social dimension. The last dimension is the universal dimension, okay? This is Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, okay? Sagittarius goes out into the world, okay? It wants to travel and explore the whole world. It's the whole universe that the Sagittarius. It's not just focused on the other person. It doesn't have time for just other people. It wants to travel and go on its own and just see the whole world for what it is. It's about the whole collective. Capricorn is about career. They're all about their reputation. This is why they represent the MC, which is your public reputation. This is who you are, what you represent into the whole collective, your whole reputation. Okay, what you're here to do, your purpose here, what you leave a mark with, your legacy. And then you have Aquarius. Aquarius is the definition of society. It's the whole collective. Okay, and then Pisces, which is the deeper connection to the collective, the spiritual connection. That's why Pisces deals with psychic abilities and predicting the future and all of that, and being able to dissolve and to feel any and everyone. It's about the deeper connection to the whole collective. Okay, so with that being said, Taurus and Cancer are both in the personal dimension. So that's why they're great matches, because they're in the same dimension. They deal with personal issues. Okay, not only are they complementary, but they're personal, and that's what makes them the best match. So let's do a process of elimination, okay? So with Taurus, okay, we said Taurus, the complementary element is the water energy. So let's do a process of elimination. Scorpio is not going to work because these are opposing signs, okay? So opposing signs are not from the same dimension. But also they are opposite energies, okay? So even though this can work, it's not the best match because Taurus and Scorpio, not only are they not in the same dimension, but they're opposing energies. Scorpio is too dark for Taurus. Okay, even though they complement each other on an element level, you can see by them being opposing signs that their energies oppose each other. Taurus is too bright for Scorpio. Taurus is too superficial. Okay, for Scorpio. Scorpio is too dark. Scorpio is too intense, too deep for Taurus. They will clash. They will butt heads because of this energy. This is why it makes them not the best match. Taurus is about what is here. It's the earth sign, but it's also about its personal issues. So Taurus deals with their personal stuff, their personal belongings, and it's very physical. And it's very much about tangible things, which is very much opposite of Scorpio. Scorpio is about the spiritual things, the things you can't see. Okay, those things, and Scorpio is very deep and intense and dark. So they're gonna clash. Scorpio is going, because it's in the social dimension. It'll try to get into the mind of Taurus. It'll try to manipulate Taurus. It'll try to get into the psychology of Taurus, and Taurus doesn't have much of those games to play because Taurus deals with personal. So Taurus is not going to entertain any of the dark manipulation and the psychological games that come with Scorpio. And also Taurus is a very bright sign. Taurus represents the value. So Taurus I like to compare Taurus and Scorpio. Scorpio is like the soil, everything underneath, all the dirt, all the soil, all the things we don't see. And it's kind of dark and it's kind of dirty, but it is the foundation, okay, of the plant. Taurus is the actual plant. It's the actual flower. It's what we see. It's what we value. So these signs look at each other like Taurus is looking at Scorpio like, you're way too deep and dark. Like, it doesn't have to be that intense, okay? I'm just focused on my comfort here in life and the tangible things here in life that make it very physically comfortable for me. And it's personal to me. It's about my stuff. So I'm not going to allow you to intervene with that. Scorpio is going to look at Taurus like, you're too shallow. You're just all about the bright things in life. And the tangible things. There's so much more darker things going on. There's so much more deeper things. There are things that are happening behind the scenes that get things moving, and you're not interested in that at all because you're earth and you're very tangible. You're all about the bright side. It's not going to work for Scorpio. They're opposing energies. Okay, and Scorpio is going to look like Taurus is too shallow, and Scorpio is going to try to get into the mind of Taurus, and Taurus is just too personal and practical to even entertain any of those games. So Taurus will not be budged, shoved, or let Scorpio intervene with their mind psychologically. So it's not going to work. Same for Cancer. Cancer's opposing sign is Capricorn. Okay, and with Capricorn and Cancer, not only are they not in the same dimension, Capricorn being universal, Cancer being personal, but they're opposite signs. They automatically cancel each other. Capricorn's going to be too busy for Cancer. Okay, Cancer is a water sign that rules the home, and it's personal. They like their comfort. They like a home body. Capricorn is out in the world. They're putting themselves out there in a very professional way, but still out there. They're busy. They're career orientated. They're all about work. And for Cancer, that is not going to work. Cancer likes the time to be at home and to chill and to relax and just to be comfortable, you know, emotionally and soulfully. And Capricorn doesn't have time for that. Capricorn's busy. Capricorn has work to do. Capricorn's always out the house. This is like, you know, I like to compare Capricorn and Cancer like the man who's always out in work and the woman's at home all the time. And she wants more time with her man, but she can't get it. you know. And Capricorn is not going to be able to work with Cancer, because Cancer is going to need those times to just be home, just to be chill, just to be with each other and not care about the business, not care about the world and all those things, but just care about our feelings and how we're feeling at the moment. It's very personal. And Capricorn is not personal. It's in the universal dimension. So they're all about the world. They're all about their career. They're all about their reputation. They're not going to want these intimate times. They're not going to have the patience for it. They're not going to want it. It's not their passion. It's not personal to Capricorn. It's all about business. So they're opposing signs. Not only are they not in the same dimension, but their opposing energies don't make them the best match. Now, they could make things work, but they're not the best match, and that's what we're looking for here. So that leads us up to the runner-ups, okay? Taurus with Pisces, okay? Pisces would be the next runner-up because they are not opposing signs. However, they're still in different dimensions, okay? Taurus being in the personal dimension, Pisces being in the universal dimension. So even though Taurus and Pisces can still work, it's still a good match, it's not the best, okay? Because Taurus is personal and Pisces universal. Pisces is all about the imagination, looking into the cosmos. It's about the collective in such a deeper level, okay? These people could be like psychic, they're very imaginative, they just love to explore. And Taurus is very personal. Taurus is about the real world, what we tangibly see, and just the comfort of it. And while they can be a good match, a lot of times Pisces can come off unstable to a Taurus, because they're so out there in the cosmos, they're so out about the collective, and they could seem unstable. They're all around, they're everywhere. And with Pisces can feel like Taurus is a little bit too boring. Doesn't have the stimulation. Taurus is just focused on itself and its personal comfort and the tangible things in life. And Pisces sees things way broader, way broader. Pisces is almost an adventurer. In a sense, Pisces is like an adventurer. So Pisces can look at Taurus as a bit too stale and boring, and Taurus can look at Pisces as a bit unstable. You're too over the place. Taurus like stability, groundedness. Okay? It's a home body. Pisces can be like a gypsy, just all over the place. So even though they can work, they're very artistic and creative, they're still not the best match because of the different dimensions that they are in. And that's where they can clash. Taurus can look at Pisces like, you're kind of a hot mess, you're kind of all over the place, you need more stability. Taurus is all about stability and groundedness. And it's very personal, so it doesn't need to be all out there. And Pisces is very much like Taurus is a little bit too grounded, too boring. Like Pisces is like the gypsy. It's just everywhere. It's all around. It soaks in. It can't just be stuck into like the personal home. Like it can't be just there. Pisces is so universal. It's attached to everything and attached to no one thing. So this is where they can clash, okay? One feels like someone is just a little bit boring, a little bit stale, too stuck and grounded somewhere. And the other one can see like you're just kind of all over the place, a little bit too messy. Okay, and then you have Cancer, which Cancer leaves for the runner-up with Virgo, okay? And again, this can work. However, what makes them not the best match is that they're not in the same dimension. Virgo is in the social dimension, Cancer is in the personal dimension. So even though they can help each other, Virgo is going to be too critical for Cancer. Because Cancer is about the home. And what I like to say is, the home is personal, and with Virgo being a social sign, Virgo is going to constantly be cleaning up everything, criticizing everything, cleaning up the home. This needs to be clean. This needs to be clean. Why? Because Virgo is very social. It's all about presenting yourself in the best light and the best way for people. So they're constantly fixing things. Cancer is about comfort and home. Cancer loves a clean house, but understands that what makes a house a home is when things are a little bit messy, because it shows that someone's living there. Cancer is about the emotional comfort. And with Virgo being so overly whelmed about criticizing things, making sure things are perfect, it's too much. It's too much criticism. It's too critical. It's like someone who's constantly cleaning up your house. It's like, you can't touch this, you can't touch that, you can't be here, you can't touch this. Or it doesn't feel like home anymore. It feels like a museum. And that's what Virgo and the Cancer energy can sometimes feel like. Virgo is just too critical. And Cancer is like, this doesn't matter. You're up in the social dimension caring about what everyone thinks. It doesn't matter. It's about the personal. Cancer doesn't care about all of that. Cancer likes to close its home. Cancer understands that there are personal issues, that you can keep things together, and that's how you keep the comfort. Everything else had to be perfect because we're not trying to show off. Whereas Virgo is, because it's in the social dimension. So this is where they're going to clash. The criticism is too much. It helps sometimes to have things clean, of course, but too much of it makes things uncomfortable. And Virgo's going to be looking at Cancer like, you are way too comfortable. You're too much about home. We got to fix. So they still can work, but that's where they're clash. So that leaves it all up for Taurus and Cancer. And this works because they are both in the same dimension and they're complementary elements. So Cancer can nurture, okay? Cancer can nurture Taurus without being super duper psychological and manipulative and dark. Most important because Scorpios are opposing sign, like Scorpio. And Cancer is a home body. They're not all over the place, okay? Like Pisces. They are very centered in their home. They like that stability. Taurus is very stable, very much about the home. Okay, so this works. This is like the home comfort relationship match. This is like the home bodies. This is like the definition of home body. Okay? And with Cancer, Cancer doesn't have to deal with, you know, the earth sign of Capricorn because Capricorn's always out. Taurus is a home body. Taurus only works because it wants its home to be nice and comfortable. So Taurus isn't going to put its career or job over everything. It just wants the stability of it, the money that you get from it so that they can be at home comfortable. Okay? So, and Cancer also doesn't have to deal with Virgo. Again, all the criticism. Taurus isn't going to be like that. Taurus likes to clean home too, but Taurus is going to be more about the comfort, the stability of it over everything. They like comfort. So that's why Taurus and Cancer are the best matches. They're best matches because they stabilize each other. Taurus gives that foundation and Cancer gives that nourishment without things being so all over the place, without the extra criticism, okay, without people just being outside. They're both home bodies. They're both very stable. And that is why they're the best match, okay, Taurus and Cancer. So let me know what you think about that, guys. Do you think Taurus and Cancer are the best matches? Let me know in the comment section below. How do you guys like my system, okay, of complementary elements within the same dimension? This equation formula always leaves two matches, and they always end up in the same dimension and with complementary elements, and when you put it together it makes so much sense. So how do you guys like my system? Do you agree with it? Do you agree with Taurus and Cancer being the best match? And stay tuned for the next video because you know we have more. Thanks for watching, guys.